Hello everyone, Glacier here. Welcome back to what will be the temporary finale of Vincent, The Secret of Myers. Um, I have seen the first part of this because I just went through and recorded, in quotation marks, most of it, and then proceeded to realize I wasn't actually recording. And I think you're really going to enjoy what's happening up next. So, back when we left off, we got introduced to Venora, who is us, but not really, but kind of. All will be revealed soon. Chapter 3, the end. Yay. Vincent Odgeworth, is it? Welcome to RMU. Here's the key to your dorm. Enjoy meeting your new roommate. I already read through this once, so it should be smooth sailing on the speaking side. New roommate? Pardon me, is anyone there? I'm coming in. Oh, hello there. Pleasure to meet you. You're Vincent, right? Please allow me to introduce myself. I am your roommate, Victor Blake. I'm majoring in economics. It is an incredible chance of fate for us to meet each other at this place, don't you think? An incredible chance of fate? Don't make me laugh. Everything exists for a reason. Our life experiences are shaped by our own actions, not fate. If you say so. But that also means there has to be a reason for both of us to be standing here, correct? I'd rather live in a single room. I see that you're a pretty straightforward guy, huh? I understand. The first day of school is always quite nerve-wracking, isn't it? But you can quote me on this. I'm sure we're going to become great friends. Anyway, shall we start with some simple introductions? Why don't we get to know each other a bit first? Which district are you from, Vincent? The G4 district. G4, is it? Same here. Then it looks like we're both domestic students. What do you like about G4? Where do you usually go to have fun? I don't really go out much. I see. What about hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time? I enjoy reading about history and philosophy. Philosophy. I give up. Oh, that's exciting. What else? That's it. Is that not enough? I see. It seems like you've been working pretty hard, huh, Vincent? You think I'm boring? No, no, why would I? If anything, I should learn to be more like you. Anyway, I heard that there's gonna be a freshman party tonight. Would you like to come with me, Vincent? Not interested. Uh, okay, but what's wrong with making some new friends? Do I look like I'm here to make friends? You have absolutely no clue how much work I put in over the last few years. Being accepted by RMU is a well-deserved milestone for me. But all the other idiots here think that just by getting here it means they've won in life. All the G4 students, and even people from other districts, want to study at this prestigious school. But for those people, those three letters of RMU merely serve as a title for them to show off. The true reason for them to celebrate on the first day is that their goal was just to get admitted here. I see that you have pretty high expectations for others as well, huh, Vincent? However, please allow me to disagree with you. You're wrong to assume that those students are celebrating because they believe they no longer need to work hard. Perhaps for them, RMU symbolizes the beginning of a new chapter in their life. I could care less about what you think. What remains unchanged is that they're wasting their time. But I'm different. I know I still have a long way to go. We're at the top university in G4 district. And not to mention, the most competitive one. RMU's acceptance rates is only 4.5%. And because of that, I will cherish my time here even more. I'll be focusing on my studies and only my studies. Nothing else. The competition is far from over. If I dawdle now, it will be no different than admitting defeat to others here. I will only consider myself a success when I get hired by that place. By that place? Well, well, well. Let me guess. Could you possibly be aiming for the Myers Corporation? That is hilarious.
Hmm.
Are you mocking me? Oh no, don't get me wrong. I just think Vincent's adorable. So adorable that I want to laugh. I was worried for a second that my roommate was going to be boring as heck, but now I see that I was terribly wrong. Every word you say can entertain me all day long. What did you just say? My dear Vincent, do you mind if I ask what your major is? I am a law student. Law student, huh? Indeed, you certainly don't look like an engineering student. Do you really think studying hard is all you need to do to get into a top company in G4? Quit joking around. Pure hard work is not the only thing that matters in the workplace. Socialization is also an integral part of it. This is especially important for your chosen profession. With such a lousy personality, I shudder to think of the lonely life you lead. Even if you do get into the Myers Corporation, you'll just be ostracized by everyone. Your coworkers won't like you, and your boss will just think that you're useless and incapable of understanding the ways of the world. It will be your fate to end up being an outcast and be forced to leave the Myers Corporation because you don't belong there. Oh, wait. Or should I say, this will be a life experience shaped by your own actions. But since you've already made up your mind, there's nothing I can do about it. I respect your decision. But if you change your mind at any time, please feel free to join us at the party. I hope to see you at the freshman party, Vincent. We'll catch up later. Things are tense. Oh, I think my bone crack was just picked up by the mic. Unforgivable. He had such a sickening smile on his face, and his words were filled with nothing but sarcasm. I resent hypocritical, arrogant scums like him more than those unproductive, good-for-nothing students. Myers outcast. My destiny is mine to decide. I have not asked for your worthless opinions, and certainly don't need a loser like you to mock my dreams. I shouldn't be thinking about these useless matters. The facial expressions tell so much story. It's great. Thank God he's left the room. That'll give me at least one more night alone. Instead of getting indignant about a guy like that, I might as well use the evening to improve my knowledge furthermore. So, which book should I start with today? Being and Nothingness, Republic, The Birth of Tragedy. Hmm. Why don't we start with Leviathan today? Study montage. And from this diffidence of one another, there is no way for any man to secure himself so reasonable as anticipation. That is, by force, or wiles, to master the person of all men, he can so long till he see no other power great enough to endanger him. I still don't know what that means, and I've read it twice. Victor Blake was his name, wasn't it? Come to think of it, he was my first roommate and the first person I ever met here. Maybe I shouldn't have given him the cold shoulder on the first day. It wasn't the wisest thing to do. After all, I will be spending most of my time here in this tiny room with him. No, that's not true. I should be able to move out and live alone next year. I have no reason to put a smile on for this guy, and I'm not in the mood to do that. This game's art style is just so beautiful. Law can never be against reason. Our lawyers are agreed. And then not the letter, that is every construct of it, but that is... Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this in the book voice. And that not the letter, that is every construction of it, but that which is according to the intention of the legislator is the law. It's 12 o'clock. When is this guy gonna return? Why am I thinking about him? His lifestyle is definitely none of my business. Feels as if I'm eagerly waiting for him to come back. I don't understand. Not the death of one man, though without sin, can satisfy for the offences of all men. In the rigour of justice, but in the mercy of God, that ordained such sacrifices for sin as he was pleased in his mercy to accept. It's 3:30 in the morning. This is inexcusable. Victor, on your very first day at RMU, all you do is party until the wee hours of the morning. Where did you get the confidence to speak to me like that? He's been thinking about his words for like 12 hours now. What was I even worried about? After all, I'll be spending this year alone again, but in this room, won't I? Geniuses are often born in isolation, with a lonely destiny. They often have a tendency for self-abandonment, to abandon everything for their ideals. Nothing is predestined in life. I've always believed that ever since I was a child. A person's destiny can be changed by no one but themselves. Ordinary people obey fate, but the strong ones become rulers of their own destiny. To enter Myers Corporation and become the creme de la creme of the creme de la creme is my goal. But why? Why do I feel so helpless sometimes in the face of so-called fate? The real loneliness is a deep void, an emptiness that will drive you crazy. Even in the midst of cheering, you feel nothing but emptiness, melancholy, and frustration inside you. When I stand in the middle of a crowd, I feel even more lonely and out of place than I do when I'm alone. I look at all the people drinking and chatting, and can only ask myself, why don't I feel the same joy as they do? Have I really abandoned everything that I deserve to pursue my dream? Is the loneliness that I feel a price that I must pay? I know better than anyone else that coming here won't change anything. It's a brand new year. I hope all the misfortunes will go away. I'm going to be an adult soon. Perhaps I'll be more mature by then. Or maybe I'll finally be able to make real friends when I go to my new school. Birthdays, New Year's, new schools. I've heard similar prayers all my life. Humans always like to place hopes on useless things that make them feel like a turnaround will come out of nowhere. They willingly blind themselves, and are reluctant to see the truth that many of the changes in their lives need to be done by themselves. What will change in the new year if you don't do anything? How will you become more mature if you don't even try to improve yourself? But in the end, I realized I'm really not that different from them. I had hoped that my life would change when I came to RMU. I had hoped that I would find real friends at RMU. It's 5 in the morning. Looks like I won't be getting any sleep today. I might as well pack up and get ready for the first day of school. Huh? Victor? Vin... Vincent? You're still awake? I... I'm not feeling so well. I think I might be... Victor? Victor! This is about where I realized I wasn't recording. Ugh. You're awake? Are you feeling any better? What time is it? How long have I been asleep? It's already noon. Oh God, I've missed all my morning classes. Well, am I supposed to congratulate you? Not only that, but you've made me miss all my morning classes as well. I'm sorry. Perhaps you don't remember, but the doctor from the infirmary has visited here. I was worried that you were seriously ill, but the doctor said that it seemed to be a case of overexhaustion and stress. She said that with some rest, you should be able to recover soon. Is that so? Thank goodness. But if that's the case, why are you still here with me? I guess I just wanted to make sure that you were feeling better when you woke up with my own eyes. I wasn't quite sure what I was supposed to do, so I bought you a cup of hot chocolate. I also asked them to make the foam on top in the shape of a kitten. What's so funny? No, nothing. But why, Vincent? After all that I said? To be honest, I'd rather just turn a blind eye to you. I don't want to have anything to do with your life or death. But you're my roommate, so you're part of my responsibilities. I had no other choice. What were you thinking? Ruining your body by partying into the early hours of the morning, the day before school started? I didn't go. What? I didn't go to the freshman party. Then what were you doing all night? Isn't it obvious? I wanted to get away from you. Get away from me? Am I that obnoxious to you? No, it's because of the things you said. It may not seem like it, but I haven't slept well for days on end. This is exactly where I noticed. So I have no idea what's coming up now. Late into every night, I'm plagued by a million thoughts. I never knew what I was going to do when I got here. Everything about the future terrifies me. My goal was to get accepted to RMU, but a lot of the time it felt like I was just carrying out my family's expectations of me. You have to make us proud. That was what my parents would always say to me. But when I finally got here, I just felt lost and overwhelmed. I made it to RMU. I've succeeded, right? But then what? What happens after that? Why isn't anyone telling me what to do next? It was as if I was standing on the last step of a staircase, but it didn't lead anywhere. That's when I realized I had not a single clue what I wanted. And then I met you, and that feeling became stronger and stronger. Everything about you irritated me. Your condescending attitude and the way you talked without any consideration for others made me want to punch you in the face. If only that was the truth. One night spent in the cold sobered me up. I was not actually angry with you. I was just disappointed in myself. Because you're different from me, Vincent. You're an admirable person. Unlike me and many of the students here, you know exactly what you want. You have a clear goal in your mind, and every drop of your effort goes towards it. You came here because you wanted to be here, and I came here simply because that was what I had been told to do my whole life. He's blushing. The loss I felt for myself when I heard you say those words had never been stronger. But I was unwilling to face the truth, and I turned it into jealousy. I'm sorry, Vincent. I said terrible things to you. Huh? Are you blushing? No, no. I just didn't expect you to be so honest with me. Is it because I called you an admirable person? You enjoyed being complimented like that, didn't you? I don't know what you're talking about. Come to think of it, you still have classes this afternoon, don't you? There's no point in staying here for me. In that case, I'll take my leave then. Two more things. First, maybe I don't fully understand how you feel, and I'm not sure what to say to make you feel better. But you're here for 4 years, aren't you? I'm sure you'll find your goal eventually, a goal that's just for you. If all you need is someone to talk to when you're feeling down, I'll be here for you. Second, you have the right to be angry with me if I make you upset, and I allow you to do that. Now he's blushing. See you this evening, Victor. Wait a minute, Vincent! Thanks for the hot chocolate. And just like that, they became college roommates for the next 4 years. And why exactly are you telling me these? I know who you really are, Infiltrator. What you should be scared of is if Monsieur M finds out, it'll be all over for you. But I know what you want. Believe it or not, to a certain extent, we actually share the same goal. The same goal? I love having to voice people and not have a face. Say, want to collaborate with me, my dear Infiltrator? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Vincent Odgeworth. It's been a long time, Venora. A long time? Didn't we just meet last night? Indeed. In a sense, we did. But I'm sure you'll agree that we're all more than just mindless walking corpses, aren't we? Venora, have you ever considered what decides someone's personality? Well, it should be obvious that none of us were born with a fixed personality. A person's character can change based on their living environment, their family upbringing, and how people behave around them. In other words, their life experiences forge their personality, or should I say, their memories. Venora's catchphrase is, in other words, I swear. Correct. That means that depending on the number of memories recollected, a person's demeanor and mannerisms will also change somewhat. And it's obvious to me that the woman standing in front of me right now is not the same person as the one I saw last night. By the way, I must comment, your new glove suits you very well.
Nara.
Benara, I can't get my voice that high, but I'll try. However, what I'm curious to know is, how much of your memory has truly come back? Only a bit. I remember that I was a detective from the G4 Investigation Bureau. I remember that I came to your mansion to investigate the case of missing citizens over recent years, and the truth behind the G4 cyborg incident. And after that, I don't remember what happened after that. Is that so? That's fine. We should take everything one step at a time, wouldn't you agree? It's certainly not a wise idea to rush into things. Vincent, you knew exactly who I was all along. Why were you hiding everything from me? Me? Hiding everything? You've got it all wrong, madam. If I didn't wish to help you, why would I go through all this trouble to offer you leads? That business card? It was your intention to give me that business card to lead me back to the Myers Corporation to find my memories? You have a special power in you, don't you? Ah, as I expected, you've discovered it as well. You're able to see past memories contained in certain objects. If that's the case, do you even need me to tell you about your past? Even if I had told you the truth while you were in the mansion, that would be nothing more than just a bedtime story for you. It wouldn't have helped you find your true self, would it? In other words, there it is again, you wanted me to utilize this power myself so that I could truly realize my own past? I don't believe anything you say. You have no reason to help me at all. As the former lawyer for the Myers Corporation, you pinned all of the blame on Winston for the G4 cyborg incident. You were willing to do anything to get what you were after. There has to be another reason for you to do everything you did for me. I don't care what's going on between you and the Myers Corporation at the present time, but what I do know is you're not a righteous person and cannot be trusted. A righteous person? Venora, with all due respect, you're even more humorous without your memory than with it. Huh? Have you ever heard of something like this, Venora? Kill one man and you're a murderer. Kill millions of men and you are a conqueror. Kill them all and you are a god. And how would you define a righteous person, Venora? Are you telling me that you think you qualify as one? In this world, there is nothing that is absolutely right, nor is there anything that is absolutely wrong. The essence of good and evil is really just success and failure, just a matter of different perspectives. All things that could be just from one point of view, but maybe immoral from another. But that doesn't really matter either. In the end, none of us are entitled to stand for what we think is right and criticize others. Every human being, living and dead, every species, has done selfish things for their own benefit. But humans, and only humans, have invented one set of moral concepts after another to justify their self-centered actions. How many things that used to be considered taboo are now acceptable? And how many things that were considered harmless in the past are now unacceptable? Righteousness and wickedness, justice and evil, these are all just fabrications created by human society. As time passes, as the ruling group changes, they find that the reasoning of the past no longer justifies their actions today. Time and time again, humans find new justifications and rewrite their norms over and over again, in order to label themselves as righteous, to stand in the shoes of an omniscient God, and to judge others by their so-called morality. But these moral judgments about good and evil cannot exist until they are decreed by a society's central authority. Once removed from the legal and social constraints, these definitions no longer hold water. What exactly are you getting at? Dramatic pose. Heroes and villains don't exist. All that really exists are losers and winners. Become a winner in society, become the conqueror of the world, and you will be on the right side of history. By the same token, become a loser, and you will be on the wrongdoing, the side of wrongdoing. It is not up to you or me to decide who is righteous between us. It all depends on who comes out on top, right? In other words, not only that, but the tip of the iceberg, your remembering, now only serves to distort the truth. When you get all your memories back, perhaps you'll be enlightened. You'll understand why I've done all those things. But of course, I don't really care about that either. The thought of winning your approval has never crossed my mind once, Venora, nor do I need it at all. I never said what you did was without reason, Vincent. On the contrary, I'm pretty sure that you do have one. Righteous or not, all I want is the truth, and only the truth. The truth, is it? I see. In that case, may I offer you a proposition? Why don't we explore that room together? The room filled with truth. Hmm? Are you saying... That's correct. The secret chamber of the G4 cyborg incident is hidden somewhere in this room. Huh? What do you think, Venora? Why not use your power to solve this mystery here? Objective, locate the secret chamber. I still have my scalpel. Okay, puzzle incoming. The elevator. That's what I took to get to the basement. Draco and I were pursued by some sort of monster on our way here. I had no clue what happened after the crash. I don't know what happened to Draco either. There's no need to worry about Draco, Venora. Don't read my mind. You know where he is? No, but what I do know is, he's not as vulnerable as you imagine him to be. The elevator button. It's no longer working. There's a bookshelf, a computer, a door, Vincent. Why is there more? Huh? What the heck happened here? Interesting. The blood splatters on the wall are fresh. It looks like a fight just happened here before we arrived. Then this must be a fight between Draco and that monster. Another vent. Ventilation duct opening. Nothing special about it. How many things are there for me to examine? Oh god. Okay. Let's just start on the right. Bookshelf. A bookcase full of books. How fascinating. Vincent took off a book on the bookcase and flipped through it. Do you enjoy reading, Venora? Not really. Not really. Is it because you can't understand them? Vincent mocked me as he put the book back on the shelf. 'Cause he sucks. How strange is it, don't you think? We're in the basement of the Myers Corporation, yet the bookcase is filled with books on history and philosophy. Huh? Of course, I won't complain as those happen to be my favorite as well. That was the end of a sentence, Venora. A computer. Hmm? Looks like you need to follow the on-screen instructions to enter some form of password. I don't know what the password is yet. I need to gather more clues. Door. What? Well, well. Having cold feet, aren't we? Didn't you want to know the truth, Venora? Why are you in such a hurry to leave? Of course, if you have simply changed your mind, I won't force you to stay either. In the end, your past memories have nothing to do with me. Wouldn't you agree? I can't leave yet. I need to find the secret chamber. Since all Madam wants to know is the truth, why don't we explore the room that is filled with truth together? The one and only. Yeah. There's a poster. Design creates enhance. A poster of Maya-chan. The poster is firmly fixed to the wall with some kind of white glue around it. I picked at it with my finger, but I couldn't get it off. Venora, may I ask what your thoughts on the design of the Meyer-chan are? The intent of mascots is generally to serve as a bridge between the brand and the user, reflecting the company's spirit and strengths. Meyer-chan's look as a mechanical prosthetics might be a bit too straightforward for many people, but I don't think there's any harm in a unique and comical design like this. If you place Meyer-chan next to other corporate mascots, it would stand out simply by making people go, huh? What is that supposed to be? Which is also an advantage in some sense. In other words, that's my catchphrase. You believe Meyer-chan has an advantage because as a mascot because simply its design is too peculiar, not because it's truly a qualified design. If you have to put it that way, then yes. What about you? As a former lawyer at Myers Corporation, what's your opinion on its design? I thought it looked so hideous that I gave mine to Victor. I guess I can't really blame you for that. Oh, I can explore each of these. A cupboard under the drawer. Huh? A white mug fell out and shattered on the floor. For some reason, Vincent's face turned sullen. Are you mad at me for breaking the mug, Vincent? No. Why would I be mad about... Sit! Vincent suddenly lost his balance. Without the support of the wall, he might have already fallen to the floor. Vincent? Are you okay? No, don't come any closer. Vincent held out one of his hands, telling me not to come any closer. I'm fine. I don't need you to worry about me. Leaning against the cupboard by the wall, he regained his footing. Let's continue our investigation. A shattered mug. The moment I opened the cupboard, a white mug fell out and shattered on the floor. Why would somebody leave a mug full of fluid in such a place? Investigate the mug? Be careful, Venora. Don't hurt yourself. Just gonna do that. I squatted down and carefully touched one of the shards with the tip of my finger. Here we go again. Hmm? Here you are, Inspector. You know, something's been bothering me for a while. What is it, Monsieur M? Great. Inspector, if somebody could get a crystal clear view of anyone's memory, like seeing how a seemingly strong person had actually hidden in a corner and cried out in pain, or the deceit and arguments behind what appears to be a beautiful love story, or someone's painful childhood memories that have been repressed in the depths of their mind, what kind of power do you think this person would have in the world? They would be like an all-knowing, all-powerful god. They would see all those things that no one wants to reveal and discover the truth that everyone's trying to hide. Yes, there is no doubt that they could rule the entire world, and my goal is to be that person. Are you saying... Yes, that's right. Our researchers are getting closer and closer to reaching success. Soon, I'll become an omniscient god. I'll be able to see everyone's past and spy deep into their hearts. But strangely enough, ever since this time last year, important research documents and samples belonging to our organization have been disappearing one by one. What's even stranger is, they all happen to be related to the research of this power. You mean they were stolen? Someone is trying to steal our organization's research? It's indisputable that this thief is a member of our organization. There's a traitor who wants to acquire this power for themselves? Well, Inspector, have you noticed any suspicious members within the organization? Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention. That's too bad. You know, Inspector, there's something I've always admired about you. Whether you're telling the truth or not, you're always able to keep that innocent look on your face. Monsieur M, I would never lie to you. You're like a father to me. Oh, am I? But surely such high-level research material is not something that just anyone can comprehend, wouldn't you agree? If the thief was able to pinpoint exactly those documents and samples relating to this memory reading power, I think he must be one of your researchers. Oh, my package. My apologies. Please allow me to pick up the phone. No, I don't want you to. Hello, Monsieur M speaking. Is that so? I see. Well done. Inspector, looks like I will need to take my leave now. Keep being a good girl, alright? Don't touch anything on my desk. Perhaps there's a big secret hidden in this pink envelope. Well, who knows? That sounds like an invitation. And by the way, you were right. The thief was indeed one of our researchers. I'll see you later. He's gonna kill someone. Monsieur M has left. From what I've heard, ever since Monsieur M received a threatening video, he became more and more paranoid. Well, to be honest, I actually have no clue what he was like before that either. Tomorrow, I will visit Vincent Edgeworth's mansion, and investigate him using my cover as a detective. But my real objective is to uncover his secret weapon and destroy it. You know, Inspector, that's something I've always admired about you. Whether you're telling the truth or not, you're always able to keep that innocent look on your face. However, I keep thinking about what Monsieur M had said today. At first, it seemed that he suspected me of being the thief, but we actually both knew that this was impossible. The reason's simple. I wasn't even part of this organization a year ago. There's no way I could have stolen those things. And by the way, you were right. The thief was indeed one of our researchers. Just before Monsieur M left, he received a phone call. That person on the other end of the phone may have just told him the true identity of the thief. Though judging from Monsieur M's reaction, everything seemed to be as he expected. Therefore, it is way more likely that Monsieur M knew who the thief was long before our conversation. In that case, why would Monsieur M invite me here to have such a seemingly meaningless conversation? And it just so happened to be the night before I was to go on a mission? Keep being a good girl, alright? Don't touch anything on my desk. Perhaps there's a big secret hidden in this pink envelope. Well, who knows? Don't touch anything on the desk. Monsieur M, I wish you had been more straightforward with your invitation. Monsieur M has never left me alone in his office before, nor has he ever specifically said such things. It's now obvious to me that he in fact meant quite the opposite. He actually wanted me to look at what was on the desk. Time to investigate the clues here. Monsieur M's mug. At first glance, it looked like it was coffee, but as you got closer, it smelled like hot chocolate. And that sends me back to the real world. Understood. What is it, Venora? Were you able to see anything? No, not really. Is that so? Then please forgive me for asking such a question. Is there something that's bothering you? You've been looking dazed for a while. Actually, yes. There is indeed something that I just don't understand. Oh? Have you ever wondered why Myers chose to build half-human, half-robotic cyborgs specifically? It seemed like something trivial at first, but I just can't think of an explanation for it. Myers Corporation is a mechanical engineering corporation. Producing fully mechanical bionic robots should be much easier for them. If that's the case, why build half-human, half-robotic ones instead? These cyborgs have to constantly feed on human flesh to even maintain their human appearance. No matter how you look at it, that's only going to place a lot more burden on Myers Corporation's shoulders. And that's also what led to the continuous disappearance of citizens in the G4 district. They were being used as cattle feed, which eventually uncovered the whole experiment. I see where you're coming from. That's indeed a reasonable question to ask. But Venora, may I ask what you think the real reason for the Myers Corporation experimentation with cyborgs is? This may sound absurd, but I think the Myers Corporation wants to conquer the world. They want to become a new god. And what good would it do them to conquer the world? Isn't it obvious? They would possess endless money and power. Is that so? So you think the Myers Corporation is building half-human, half-robotic cyborgs purely for the sake of power and money? You've realized as well. If that's all Myers Corporation wants, then it's enough for them to keep making the artificial prosthetics they do. Theoretically, they've already conquered the G4 district, haven't they? It wouldn't be a stretch to bring other districts to their knees in the same way. In that case, I'm sure you can easily conclude that there must be other reasons for the Myers Corporation to start this series of experiments. Venora, let's think about it another way. If you're the Myers Corporation and you think you are a god, what are these cyborgs to you? If I'm a Myers Corporation and I think I'm a god, these cyborgs are a new species that I've created. Correct. The Myers Corporation wants more than just money and power. They want to create a new world order. Venora, have you heard of the Voorhees Corporation by any chance, Jason? Voorhees Corporation? That's a bioengineering corporation located in the G3 district, isn't it? Yes, just like Myers. Voorhees used to be an international supermonopoly. They shared a similar goal as well. The mutants as we know them today were actually the product of Voorhees. Similar to the Myers Corporation, Voorhees Corporation aimed to replace the current human race with a newly created species. But the difference is, Voorhees mutants don't need to feed on humans to survive. Even though these mutants have special abilities compared to ordinary humans, people don't necessarily agree that this makes them more superior. Presently, tensions between mutants and humans are particularly high in the G3 district. Some mutants do believe that they are better than ordinary humans. But many humans believe that the mutants are monsters that should not exist, and that humans are the rightful rulers of the Earth. Of course, there are also those who believe that the two can live together in harmony. The Myers Corporation witnessed all of that. They came to the conclusion that if they were going to create a species that is 100% above humans, the survival of that species must depend on the death of humans. Mediocre humans must give up their lives in order to create a utopia. It is a necessary sacrifice. That's what the Myers Corporation thought. I understand now. It's not a flaw that cyborgs Myers produces need to feed on humans. In fact, it is quite the opposite. That's the intention of the Myers Corporation to begin with. If the cyborgs are placed at the top of the food chain above humans, there will never be a chance for equality between the two. Correct. A drawer. Slide open it, took a look. Inside there were just some discarded papers. A drawer. Open it, discarded papers. A cupboard under a drawer. Nothing in it. Huh? What is this? There seems to be some kind of pink box embedded in the surface of the table. Warning, the device will unlock automatically after entering the correct answer. If a wrong answer is entered, the device will return to 0 when it reaches 6 digits. Lovely, there's a color code and I don't have colors. Alright, there's also this lamp. The desk lamp on Monsieur M's desk. Should I turn it on? Why not? Pink. It do be pink. Monsieur M's laptop. Oh god, he's flashing colors. I feel like I'm not really supposed to see these photos. This picture looks like some sort of clue. Looks like a clue of some sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The pink envelope on the desk. Inside was a piece of paper printed with strange rectangles. Seems to relate to the picture on Monsieur. Yup, okay. Okay, this puzzle's fine. Turn on the lamp. Make the lights all pretty. Red, purple, orange, orange, teal, purple. So that's it. The colors only show up when I turn on the lamp. Pink, purple, orange, orange, teal, purple. Pink, purple, orange, orange, teal, purple. Access granted. I don't have a key. Mysterious box. There's a keyhole in it. I can't use the scalpel here. Oh, wait. I took out my scalpel and cut off a portion of the solidified glue along the edge of the poster, then tore the entire thing off. Huh. There's another poster hidden underneath Meyer-chan's poster. And the seemingly lovely, innocent Venora has a secret hidden scalpel. This world sure is full of surprises. There's another poster hidden beneath Myers-chan poster. Venora, do you know the name of this work? No, I don't. The Destruction of Leviathan. It is written in the book of Isaiah that when God comes to earth on Judgment Day, he will punish Leviathan and slay him. The destruction of Leviathan depicts this scene. Leviathan is the great sea serpent. In the upper right corner of the original work, God can be seen in the sky handling a sword with a fierce look. But in this poster, that part has been cut off. We can only vaguely see his lower limbs. So whoever put this poster up here simply wanted Leviathan to be the center of attention. In the Book of Job, Leviathan is portrayed as a vicious creature that is so fierce that anyone who witnesses him will be terrified and overwhelmed. He has teeth so terrible and a mouth so strong that nobody can open with force. His eyes are depicted as the great light of the morning, and his heart is as an unbreakable block of stone. It is worth mentioning that Leviathan is also the name of a well-known work of political philosophy. Philo- Did you just say that Leviathan is also the name of a philosophical work? Yes, in the book, Leviathan is a symbol of power, and a metaphor for the author's ideal commonwealth and perfect government. It's also the name of a philosophical work. Now we can go back to the bookshelves, because those all had philosophy and stuff. Bookcase full of books are in the basement, yet it's mainly history and philosophy. Philosophy. Vincent, you mentioned that Leviathan is also the name of a philosophical work, right? That is correct. I swept my eyes quickly over each of the book's titles. Being and Nothingness, Republic, The Birth of Tragedy. Those are books Vincent had. Here it is, Leviathan. I took Leviathan off the bookcase and opened the book. As I had expected, the inside of the book is actually completely hollow. Hidden inside is a key. Collected item, a key. Now we can walk this way, select the key, put it in the lockbox. The box is unlocked. What I find inside is... T is... Is this? RMU 322077. Gucci, Penelope, and Boss. Those are the names of my three cats. Victor's Eyes and Arms. Victor's Eyes and Arms. Isn't this a picture of you guys at university? Vincent didn't answer. He looked away to the other side of the room. RMU 322077. Look at me puzzling. Okay. RMU 32277. Shoot. Perhaps all you need to do is enter the missing characters. Eh. RU37. Access granted. Well done, Venora. Oh, I'm sure this is healthy. My vision blurred as soon as the secret chamber opened. I could no longer see my surroundings, but I could vaguely sense a black shadow appearing in front of me. Do you remember now? Your mission? She was staring straight at me with a creepy smile on her face. My mission? You know what I mean, don't you? I'm sure you do. That man has to die. She turned around and began to walk slowly, bit by bit, towards the chamber. That man has to die. I watched her step into the chamber until her whole body was swallowed by the darkness. What was that thing? What is it, Venora? Why are you still hesitating? Vincent didn't seem to catch that strange sight. Ladies first. His smile still makes me feel uneasy. I didn't say anything more. After a few seconds of hesitation, I gathered my courage and walked into the secret chamber. I could feel Vincent following me closely. There's nothing in here. Those dark green walls and that dim light. The sight in front of me didn't surprise me. The chamber looked exactly like the one I saw earlier in the cyborg's eyeball. And all around me were bloodthirsty cyborgs chained to the wall. It's not empty. But at that moment, the only thing that caught my attention was the one cyborg in front of me. He kept lunging at me like a murderous beast, but the limb restraints made it too difficult for him to move an inch. The way he looks... Wait a minute. There's no doubt that he's the same cyborg I saw from the memory of that eyeball. No, it's more than that. Everything I'm seeing right now feels so familiar. I very clearly remember the scene that I saw when I picked up that cyborg's eyeball. It's exactly the same as what I'm seeing now. I don't understand. Was I not seeing the past memories of the cyborg, but my own present experience? I thought back to everything I had experienced since coming to Myers Corporation. I suddenly realized something that I had overlooked this whole time. What is it, Venora? Have you discovered anything new? It was you all along, wasn't it, Vincent? Was it? Vincent wasn't fazed at all. Instead, he had a contemptuous smile on his face. The graffiti outside the Myers Corporation? The invitation letter and the four-digit code of the employee passageway? The history and philosophy books in the basement? And that college photo in the box? From the time I arrived at Myers until now, I had always assumed that the experiments here were conducted by the secret underground Myers Corporation themselves. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would the Myers Corporation call themselves a murderer and use the same combination as the employee's access password? And that party on the same day as your accident? Why would that have been the beginning of the nightmare for the Myers Corporation? Why would the bookcase in the basement here be filled with your favorite books on philosophy and history? And why is that college photo of you and Victor a clue to unlocking the secret chamber? If you think about it, there can only be one explanation. Because this whole time, it wasn't the secret underground Myers Corporation that was still conducting experiments here at the site, but you, Vincent Ochworth. An interesting theory. Indeed, it seems that I can't really blame you for thinking that way. If your suspicions are correct, then why would I come here to help you expose myself? It's simple. This is all a part of your plan. In the case of the G4 Cyborg incident, you, as the lawyer for this Myers Corporation, pinned all of the blame on Winston Loomis, to cover up the fact that the Cyborg incident was planned by the Myers Corporation themselves. And yet, instead of being valued by the Myers Corporation, you were almost killed in their carefully orchestrated car accident. You tried your very best and devoted everything to them. Devoted everything you had to them. But all they did was discard you like a pawn. So, with this grudge against them, you decided to take your revenge on Myers Corporation. To defeat the Myers Corporation and become the one in control, you need to master technology even more advanced than theirs, become even more frightening than the Myers Corporation. Having come to this conclusion, you decided to rescue Winston from prison, and made a deal with him to reassemble the cyborgs that the Myers Corporation had discarded, and together develop a new technology that would strike fear into Myers. That technology is what I have inside of me, the ability to see others pass. Not only that, you actually knew very well that the Myers Corporation was conducting similar research, but their progress was very slow, so you made a deal with a member of Myers' secret organization, and had him assist you in stealing all the documents and samples related to the research into this power by the Myers Corporation. Around the same time, you sent Myers a threatening video suggesting that you were developing a secret weapon, which caused them great paranoia. After you obtained everything you needed, you brutally murdered that member and used his corpse as cattle feed for your reconstituted cyborgs. His name was Dr. Richard Amanon. He was tragically found dead in his apartment with his body ripped apart. And after that, I was sent to your mansion as a detective to investigate the recent disappearances and the truth behind the G4 Cyborg incident. Strangely enough, I can't remember what happened after that. I woke up in your mansion and had lost all my memories. But unexpectedly, I gained the power to see other people's past, which I didn't have before. But the clues I discovered at the Myers Corporation told me on the night I came to your mansion, in fact, you and I visited this building. the old Myers Corporation, together as a pair. I haven't yet figured out what really happened that night, but what I do know is you're the culprit behind the disappearances that have happened in the G4 district over the past few years. You've been secretly reassembling cyborgs here with Winston. You need cattle feed to keep them alive. And me? I was used by you as a guinea pig to test this new power you were created. The power to see other people's memories. Somehow, you erased my memory to see if I could utilize my new power to find clues about my past. You set up the old Myers Corporation building as a testing ground for me and designed all sorts of puzzles. Then lied to me about finding a Myers Corporation business card in my pocket when I woke up in your mansion. And lured me here to begin your experiment. Well, how's that? Is there anything else that I need to explain?
Hmm.
Well done, Venora. You're truly impressive. Impressive? In other words, you don't deny anything I have said? Correct. I admit that I am indeed the one behind everything. However, I must comment, there's one fatal error in your near-perfect reasoning. How do you know that you're really Venora, cyborg lady? Weren't you the one who called me Venora first? True, but have you forgotten? As we discussed before, the person's personality is determined by how much they remember. The reason why I call you Venora is because your demeanor is the same as hers. In other words, I know you have recovered the memory of Venora's and think you're her. But if that's the same memory was given to another cyborg, they too would think they were Venora, wouldn't they? You're toying with me. I don't believe you. Venora, do you perhaps remember the date of the day you came to my mansion as a detective? Yes, it was December 1st, 2086. Do you know what the date is today? No, I don't. Today is March 5th, 2087. That's right. You have absolutely no clue what has happened in the last 3 months. The real Venora is long gone. I apologize, Venora. I must end our conversation here. If I have to be honest, I too did not wish to see everything end this way. However, I have no choice but to let you spend the rest of your life here with your kind. But why? Why are you doing this? If I'm not the real Venora, why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you? Venora or not, your heart belongs to the Myers Corporation. Your body reeks of decay, and your soul embodies putrid corruption. She's yours now, my friends. Wait, wait! Amidst the chaos, I subconsciously reached out with my right hand and grabbed the closest, most accessible thing to me, Vincent's tie. I don't remember why I did that, but what I do remember is, when I grabbed his tie, my vision started to blur again. The last thing I saw was a hint of panic on Vincent's face. Is that where it ends things? Investigation completed. Successfully located the secret chamber. Dang. Apologies for the abrupt cut, folks. It is a new day. Which is silly. I was up so late last night. Anyways, back into this. Thank you very much. Oh, we're back here. Oh, hey Vincent. There you are. I was wondering why I hadn't seen you in the library. What's wrong, Vincent? You look a little down. Let me guess. Did that international kid from G4 anger you again? No. Then what's the matter? Did something happen? I was hired by the Myers Corporation. I received my job offer letter from them today. Oh, what did you just say? That's wonderful news, Vincent. Congratulations. We should celebrate. Uh-huh. Vincent, hasn't it been your lifelong dream to work for the Myers Corporation? Why are you looking so glum? Yes, it is indeed my dream to work at the Myers Corporation. It also means that everything at RMU is about to end. I never thought I would feel such deep sorrow about leaving here. My 4 years here have just flown by. Yeah, it's all coming to an end, isn't it? I still vividly remember the first day we met. I can't believe that was 4 years ago. Speaking of which, the class will be having a graduation party tonight. Would you like to come with me, Vincent? Not interested. I'm not surprised at all. You know, Vincent, they are all your friends. There's nothing wrong with seeing them one last time, wouldn't you agree? They are not my friends. Maybe you don't feel that way, but they do. They see you as their friend. I don't want to be friends with them. Just having you is enough. Then how about just the two of us? Just you and me. There'll be nobody else. You're almost out of university, yet you've never had a drink, have you? My favorite bar is in downtown G4. Let me take you there. Like a date. What do you think? When? How about 5 o'clock tonight? I'll drive us there, of course. That also means I won't be able to drink tonight. It's a deal then. Like a date! Aww! Look at them. Are you ready, Vincent? Wait a second. Did you use hair gel on your head? What? No. Not only that, but you've also changed into a new suit. Did you really think this was a date, Vincent? You have some nerve to say that. Do you really think I can't smell the cologne you're wearing? Okay, you got me there. Anyway, shall we get going then? He might be trying to murder me, but aww. That's why they live together. Did you know? An estimated 50 to 80% of life on Earth is located under the surface of the oceans. The oceans contain 99% of the living space on the planet, and humans have only explored less than 10% of that space. Not only that, but the oceans account for 96% of all the water on the surface of the Earth, and the remainder, it's all fresh water in the form of rivers, lakes, and ice. At the same time, the oceans absorb about 25% of the CO2 emitted in the atmosphere from human activities each year. This greatly reduces the impact of greenhouse gas on the climate. The oceans sure are incredible and full of wonder. Wouldn't you say so, Vincent? Oh my god, you sound just like him. I heard that guy is getting a PhD after he graduates. After that, he's going back to G2 to take over his father's business company. Oh, really? I have absolutely zero interest in knowing his future career plans. Bartender, make me another martini, please. See? I knew you would enjoy martinis. Then what about you, Victor? What are your plans after graduation? Like you, I've been hired by a company. I'll be working at their investment department. That's wonderful news to hear, Victor. I'm happy for you. Really? You don't look so happy to me. No, believe me, I really am. It's just that I was thinking, these may be the final days we get to sit side by side like this. I guess you're getting too attached to me, huh? Does going into the Myers Corporation alone make you nervous? Sometimes it really feels like you're reading my mind. Huh? What's this? A graduation present from me. Since you're going to be working at Myers Corporation, I thought you would maybe consider changing your outfit? A black tie gives a more professional feel, don't you think? Thank you, Victor. I will treasure it. Listen, my friend, what I'm going to say next may sound a little cheesy, but these are all the words that come from the bottom of my heart. Do you remember the day we first met each other in our dorm? How could I ever forget? To tell the truth, I never thought we would become best friends when I met you that day. I know, I did say to you that I was sure we would become great friends. However, I didn't really mean it at that time. But you've changed me so much in the last 4 years. Perhaps you don't even realize it yourself. Every second I'm with you, I feel like my life is full of meaning. You've helped me regain my purpose. I want to be an astounding person like you, Vincent, but more importantly, I want to stay with you and keep being there for you. I'm sure that you'll achieve so many great things when you enter the Myers Corporation. Because I know you, and I know that there's nothing Vincent Odgeworth can't possibly do. But I also can't deny that your journey at the Myers Corporation won't always be smooth. You're going to face all kinds of challenges and inevitably setbacks, some big, some small. But I want you to know that whenever you feel overwhelmed and need a hand, whenever you need someone to reflect on the ups and downs of life with, you'll have a dear friend, always waiting for you at the investment department at the Myers Corporation. Could could this be? My job offer letter from the Myers Corporation. I'm sorry, Vincent Odgeworth. I'm afraid you're not getting rid of me yet. Vin Vincent? Are you crying? Nothing is predestined in life. I've always believed that ever since I was a child. Oh, I didn't know I could go back. A person's destiny can be changed by no one but themselves. But at that moment, I finally realized I was wrong. So terribly wrong. The day we met at RMU, the moment he entered my life, everything was destined to change. Coming to RMU was my fate. Meeting him was my fate. Getting to know him was my fate. I just remember that there's a pet store near the bar. Want to go see some kittens? But just as one person is enough to transform your life, a corporation full of sin is also enough to take everything away from you. Vincent, the company's in big trouble. You have to make them believe that it's all his fault, or this might be over for us. My name is Vincent Odgeworth. I am a former attorney at the Myers Corporation. To many people, an attorney stands for law and justice, yet my life is filled with nothing but sin. I do whatever it takes to achieve my aims. Forged evidence, bribery, everything. Sounds selfish, doesn't it? But it was all for the best of my company, my one and only dream company. I've never lost a single case I've taken on, even this one. Phoenix Wright! Uh-oh. Yet the company paid me back by trying to kill me in a car accident. Pain. Every single bone in my body was crushed. Crimson blood filled my vision. But somehow, I survived. The next thing I remember, I was lying on a piece of cold metal. My body couldn't move, but I could faintly hear voices around me. Remove the organs. Begin implanting the endoskeleton. What? I wanted to struggle. I wanted to scream. But all I could do was watch it happen. After hours of operation, I was placed inside the secret chamber. Countless tubes penetrated my torso. Standing in front of me were the core members of the Myers Corporation. No, there was another figure, a figure that seemed so familiar, but at the same time so different. Mr. Myers? Feed him. A piece of raw meat was thrown in front of me, human flesh. I felt disgusted, but I couldn't help but engulf it. Leave him in the chamber and observe his behavior. Yes, Monsieur M. Wait, don't go. Tell me, Why? Why are you doing this? I did everything you asked. I devoted everything I had to this company. I know, Vincent. I know. I've seen all your efforts. And that's why I know you would be so willing to take this little pain for the company too, wouldn't you? No, no. Goodbye, Vincent Odgeworth. I hope you survive. No, no! I don't remember how long it was kept there. Every day, every second in the chamber felt so long. Revolting chunks of flesh, torn skin, and the unbearable pain. I felt that living was worse than death. I just wanted everything to be over. My black tie. It had long been stained with crimson blood. Victor. I wonder how that guy's doing now. What would he think if he sees the monster I've become? Is this all part of my fate? To join the Myers Corporation alongside him, but then never be able to see him again? I'm the naive one, after all. This entire time, I was just another one of Myers' pawns. I was never truly accepted by them. Huh? You're asking me if a person's fate could possibly be changed? If I have to be honest, I can't give you an exact answer either. But what I do know is, if that man is Vincent Odgeworth, then he will never let anyone dictate his destiny. No. Destiny or not, this isn't the ending I wanted. They can crush every bone in my body and slice off every inch of my skin, but I, Vincent Odgeworth, cannot accept spending the rest of my life here in this rotting, reeking chamber. I have so much more to achieve, and I have so many things that I want to see again. Even if I'm no longer human, even if it's no longer possible for me to return to a normal life, as long as I have one last gasp, I will claw my way back through hell. No, that's not enough. I will make every core member get what they deserve. I will let them know what it feels to have their bodies torn apart. I will make Myers Corporation pay a painful price. Uh-oh! You saw all of that. It was you. You were the one who murdered all the core members. What exactly are you? Me? What am I? Can't you tell? Oh god! I'm a product of the Myers Corporation, just like you. Take a good look. This is how Myers Corporation treats a lawyer who has done everything he could for them. I know Myers isn't gone yet, but soon I will clean them all up. I let go of Vincent's tie and ran out of the chamber at lightning speed. Outside the chamber, I once again saw that mysterious figure. She was standing next to the box, seemingly hinting at something to me. I took the photo out of the box and placed it in my pocket, then quickly ran to the next room. Is he the monster? Venora! Venora! Draco? Is that you? Venora, Vincent's going berserk. You need to get out of there now. Well, what do I do? You need to first restore power to this room by operating the 2 control panels connected to that breaker box. This will reactivate the 8 touch monitors on the wall. After that, match all the corresponding symbols on the screens, and the entrance to the next room will unlock. I've locked the door behind you, but I can only hold him off for so long. Please hurry. Save. Oh, I get it. Excellent job, Venora. Just one more to go. 'Cause 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 ' I can do math. Perfect. Now all you have to do is match the corresponding symbols on the screens. Ba-da-ba-da. 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 What is that watch from? Good work, Venora. Now all there's left to do... The watch was Almona's. I wonder who made it. Oh god. Venora, did you really think that you could get away? Oh god. Judgment Day for the Myers Corporation has fallen upon us. Live or die. Warning! From here on, you will need to answer a series of questions, play minigames, and solve puzzles to escape Vincent. You'll only be able to make 2 mistakes. Making more than 2 mistakes or exceeding the time limit will immediately lead to death. Saving would be a great idea now. Do it again, just so we don't need to go back through that. Question 1. Venora, here you are, standing face to face with me at this moment. Do you think it is fate for us to be here, or do you believe in fate? Your fate and actions are intertwined. Oh boy. Nothing in this world is purely a coincidence to the outcome of what we do. This moment I stand here confronting you is a result of our intertwining fates and actions. Vincent, I saw your past. I know you spent all your youth chasing your dream. Getting to the Myers Corporation was your dream come true. It was not fate that you got into the Myers Corporation. It was because you worked hard for it. However, there are also things that you just can't change. After all, it was your fate to become an outcast and forced to leave the Myers Corporation because you didn't belong there. How did you... A look of shock appeared on Vincent's face, but then it changed to one of excruciating pain. I ran to the exit of the room. Venora! Tap the spacebar and hit the red target to escape Vincent. I thought it would be one after the other. I'm not safe here, but the store should hold should be enough to hold Vincent off for a while. I need to solve the puzzles here and get out of this room as soon as possible. Oh, lovely. Alright, we need a 4-letter code. Need to first restore power. A teddy bear. Some bullets. Some kind of high-tech wristband, looks like the watch. A flashlight and a demon. A variety of professional uniforms. A broken Rubik's Cube. And a bucket! What am I supposed to do with this information? ICIJ. Misinterpreted. The system line is bound to bring resistance to the Myers Corporation. We must make the necessary sacrifices or ensure its eventual success. Focus on the training of specially selected employees to strengthen their abilities. The main purpose of the program is to purge any possible threats to the development of the cost. Member Chaser. This member is highly efficient, decisive, and rarely makes mistakes. Their lethal power and quick reactions undoubtedly make them the top ranking of the task force for eliminating any threats to the Myers Corporation. Rating 9 out of 10. Infiltrator. This member is good at bleeding into crowds and remaining undetected, allowing them to easily sneak into various different situations. The downside is that their work ethic could really be improved, as they are extremely reluctant to do any actual work. 7. Janitor, the member has been incredible speed and can freely move inside and outside the corporation grounds, has an inexplicable obsession with garbage, and that tasks themselves with keeping all the grounds and equipment sanitary. 10 out of 10. Inspector, the member has an uncanny ability to observe and reason, typically noticing many details that are glossed over by others, and additionally they are an incredible liar and can easily mask their true intentions. Rating 8 out of 10. 9, 7, 8... 9, 7, 10, 8, what? So in order to enhance the security, starting today, the code for the input panel of the power supply system will be changed periodically. Also at the same time, I'll randomly select 4 members for assessment. We'll reflect the assessment levels from highest to lowest. So 10, 9, 8, 7. How does that help me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7. 2 dots, long stick, 2 sticks, twig. I didn't think so. Oh, okay, okay, okay. What item do they relate to? Chaser, highly efficient, decisive, and never makes mistakes. Task Force. Infiltrator, good at blending into things. Downsides that their work ethic could be improved, as they're extremely reluctant. Janitor is the bucket. Inspector. Okay. So the buckets first. Variety of professional uniforms. That'll be last. A flashlight. High. Okay. Some bullets. And a teddy bear. So it's a bucket. Hold on. It's a bucket. Bullets, a blank, uniform. Bucket. Nope. Bullets. Let's try that. Bucket, bullets. Shoot. That was the wrong item, that's why, okay. Bullets are that, okay. Bucket, bullets, flashlight, uniform. Okay. Door. Yay. Hi, Vincent. Hi, buddy. The unbearable torture of my body being crushed. The agonizing pain of my blood being drained. Oh. I remember everything, Venora. I remember it all. And I will never forgive the Myers Corporation. Oh. I will slaughter them all. Each and every one of them. Was he the cyborg we saw at the beginning? As long as I'm still alive, as long as I still have my last breath, I will search every corner of the G4 district, track down every remaining Myers scum, tear off every inch of their skin, and grind their bodies into a fine dust. deceit, betrayal, 6 long years of waiting. I will have my revenge. Venora, are you prepared for your judgment? You'll still be a monster. Oh, murdering the entire Myers Corporation, you say? To be honest, I don't really care. Even if that's your plan, I'm not going out of my way to stop you. But Vincent, you need to realize there's one thing that you cannot change. Whether the Myers Corporation exists or not, you are and will always be a monster rejected by society with no future. Oh, I know what you're thinking. No, I still have Victor. I'm not alone. But Vincent, Victor's not like you. He's just a human. Sooner or later, you'll lose him. And then you'll have nothing left in this world. What? What did you say? Vincent's expression was filled with even more sorrow. A steady stream of blood flowed from his eye socket. God dang it. I think I'm dead. Yeah. Well, I'll see you guys in a second. There we go. That's how you do it. Lovely. What does that mean? 8:17. Keep pushing, Venora. You're almost there. Soon I'll be able to escape. July 23rd, 2081, Sonny. I never thought that Victor would actually agree to my request, although he's always been the first person to help me with my troubles no matter what I've asked of him. My request this time is just unprecedented. In order to accomplish it, Victor will have to make a huge sacrifice. I must admit that I feel very guilty and simultaneously worried, because I'm not sure how seriously this will affect him, but I have no choice. Victor's the only person I can trust. This role has to be filled by no one but him. May 7th, Rain. The carrier has been cultured in the containment unit, and the memories have been successfully implanted into the memory core. Victor did have one request. He wanted all memories to take place before that thing happened. Although the carrier won't actually remember those, I could understand why Victor would want that. I complied. May 15th, Cloudy. No, this isn't even possible. Everything was going so well, but his eyes. I couldn't believe it. They looked exactly the same. Unlike the text before, the last line of the diary looks like it was hastily written with a trembling hand. Oh. Whew, okay. 8:17, 11:3, 5. Let's just try adding all this together, question mark? Huh? Okay, I think I get it. We need numbers that will match up to any of those. I have to put these in a notes app. I don't actually know if I'm rushed. We'll find out. Let me just boot up the save menu so he'll stop attack. Okay, never mind, he's still gone. 8:17, 3, 11, 5. We need things that'll add up to these. 3, top left. 1 is no. 6, not on there. 7 is not on there. 8 is. 5 is. 8 plus 9 is 17. 11. And. Okay. It's kind of like a backwards T. No, this. Okay. Why? What does this mean? What? This... That belonged to you. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's fun. Maybe the human is Myers? The DNA's no, Vincent. No, the human is Victor. Is there a different symbol I meant Victor? No. The human's Victor. This is Zalmona because her DNA was changed, and then this is you. Okay, well. Maybe it's Fancy Suit, maybe it's Myers. Maybe it's nothing. The memory core? It could be Wear a Cyborg? And then the human's Victor, and this is Zalmona? I don't even know who the suit and this represent. Oh, wait. It's an equation. Is this the clue? It's Victor's memories. I have no idea what I meant to do here. That's the butler. Okay, that's the butler. The butler's memory core plus Vincent. No, Victor's memories. Or Victor's memories went into the cyborg core, plus DNA from the butler made Vincent? I don't know what's happening. Okay, Victor's memory core plus Vincent made the butler. Okay. Oh, that's their kid. Oh. Hi, bud. Venora. Vincent, you really are quite persistent. Take a look at yourself and what you've become. Are you really that obsessed with killing me? Venora, is running away the only thing you can manage? Me? Running away? Vincent, why can't you see it? You're the one who's really been running away all this time. What are you saying? Ask yourself this, Vincent. Do you really think this is all Myers' fault? You constantly tell yourself that Myers is the cause of all your misfortunes, but the truth is, you just don't want to face a fact that is obvious to you. Ow. You never mattered to the Myers Corporation, Vincent. You were always just a pawn to them. You felt stupid because it was your lifelong dream to be hired by them. Don't you think I already know that, Venora? But none of this matters anymore. It's because Myers will soon get what they deserve. Ow. I have to go through the whole thing again. You're scared, Vincent. You know your life's at stake. Despite the futility of what you're doing, your revenge gives you a false sense of hope. Venora, why can't you understand? Do you really think I, Vincent Odgeworth, am that afraid of death? Ugh, ugh. Just kill me. I'll see you in a second. Question 3. You can't change what's already happened. Face it, Vincent. You're just using your revenge to distract yourself from something you can't accept. Because in your heart, you don't want to admit that what happened in your past can no longer be changed. Perjury, bribery. You committed countless crimes as a lawyer, but you did not do those because you wanted to. Yes, Myers Corporation was the dream company you worked so hard to get into. Of course you'd do anything for them. That's what you tell yourself, isn't it? But the truth is, you just wanted to fit in. You just wanted to be accepted by Myers. Ever since your childhood, you've always been a kid who was excluded by others. Despite that, you never tried to hide who you really were, until you entered the Myers Corporation. You started to put on a fake smile. You started to imitate others, just because you wanted to be accepted by them. But just when you thought everything was going so smoothly, all of that happened. Only then did you realize how foolish you had been. You want to go back in time. You want to go back to RMU and start over again. I pulled the picture of Vincent and Victor together at university out of my pocket. That is... Vincent stretched out his non-existent right hand to reach for the picture. It's only when you're with Victor that you take your mask off and show who you really are. You always seem so impatient with him, but that's the real you. Everything was ordinary then, but it was the happiest time of your life. You missed that time. But sadly, Vincent, I tore the photo into pieces. You can never go back in time. You can't change what has already happened, I say with a smile on my face. No, no! Safe. If you're wondering why I didn't save her in any of that, it's because I am a spiteful little brat and I wanted to get through the whole thing in one go. Vincent wanted to charge at me, but as he tried to do so, his crumbling body made him collapse to the ground. Well, Vincent. I walked up to Vincent, who was lying on the ground and unable to move. Since your wish is simply unattainable, could you do me a favor then? I lifted my right foot and stomped it into Vincent's face. Please give up your futile efforts and disappear from this world. Oh my god. I lifted my blood-stained foot and stomped on his face again. You've already caused so much trouble for the Myers Corporation. If you could do us this one small favor, we'd greatly appreciate it. Again, and again, and again. I felt the same emotions welling up inside me when I sliced open the cyborg's chest. It felt exhilarating. Before I realized it, the part above Vincent's neck was completely flattened. Finally! Now all there's left to do is finish my mission. I started to walk towards the exit. As expected, I met that man again outside the room. Venora! I'm so glad you're okay. How is my master doing? He's fine. He's dead. What? Oh, hold on, go back. Hold on, how did I go back that one time? What? How? Draco couldn't believe what he was hearing. His whole body began to tremble. I killed him, I nonchalantly added. Venora. But why? Why'd you do that? What's the matter? Was Vincent that important to you? My voice was toneless as I questioned him. Do you even need to ask that? He's my master. No, more importantly, he's my brother. No, he isn't. After a few seconds of silence, I walked over to Draco. Venora, what are you... I leaned on Draco, wrapped my arms around his waist, and hugged him tightly. I buried my head in his chest. I'm sorry, Draco. I had no choice. I didn't want to kill him either. But I know you'll forgive me, right? I eagerly looked up at Draco. Because to you, I'm more important than Vincent. Isn't that right? But... I raised my left hand and gently touched Draco's cheek with the tips of my fingers. I could feel his face heating up. We are a liar. We're going to kill him too. Draco, let it just be you and me. Just the two of us. We don't need Vincent. Let us both escape from here and live together forever. Venora... After a moment of hesitation, Draco slowly raised his arms and wrapped them around me. And then I killed him. I took out the scalpel I'd been hiding in my pocket and thrusted it deep into Draco's chest. Again and again and again. Found it. From Draco's shredded chest, I pulled out a round, spherical device. Unbelievable. So Vincent's so-called secret weapon is a cyborg made from his own genes and young Victor's memories. Honestly, now that I think about it, you and Victor are indeed alike. Whenever you become too obsessed with someone, you lose all your rationality. Forgive me, Draco. I do appreciate all the help you've provided. However, my mission is to destroy you. I tossed Draco's memory core aside and began to slowly approach him with my scalpel. I deserve this. This is all my fault. I'm sorry, Venora. I'm sorry I couldn't save you. Goodbye, Draco. After that, I took the elevator from the other end of the basement back to the lobby of the Myers Corporation alone. When I walked out of the Myers Corporation, I realized it was already the next morning. A man in blue greeted me at the gate as if he had been expecting me. Oh, Inspector! It's been a while. Welcome back to the underground Myers Corporation. What is it, Inspector? What's upsetting you? What are all these tears about? What? Wait. Was I baited? Is chapter 4 actually the ending? Is there no chapter 5 and 6 ever? If that's true, Dino, you genius. Holy. I'm speechless. That ending. I honestly don't feel good after that ending. We were not the good guys in that situation. I mean, I guess I'll paraphrase Vincent here. There was no good, there was no evil. There was just winners and losers, and we won. I am accepting I'm very much donating. Pause. In other words, by taking advantage of Venora and Vincent's past memories, Monsieur M wants to turn them against each other? Don't you see? Monsieur M is expecting that woman to come back to the Myers Corporation. By making use of her special power, he wants to make her misunderstand her very own past. Let's just say, in the absence of all your memories, if all you see of your own past are heinous crimes, you'll definitely think that you're just a wicked person as well. Oh, there's more. In that case, we must interfere with Monsieur M's plan and stop her from investigating the Myers Corporation. She needs to remember who she truly was before falling into Monsieur M's trap. My dear infiltrator, did you really think everything was going to be so effortless? What you don't know is, her power isn't as simple as seeing the past. She can also see possibilities of the future. What did you just say? We can change fate. I love this game to bits! Lady Glant? Lady Glant, with all due respect, napping here is not the most sensible choice. Chapter 4, The End. To be continued. I'm so glad this is to be continued. This game so far is within like my top 3 of 2024. And it's a small indie game. This is an incredible game. Dino, you blew it out of the park with this one. Thank you so much for tuning into this extra long episode, everyone. I've been Glacier. This has been Vincent, the Secret of Myers. We are so coming back to this the second the full thing releases. Copyright 2021. I have fears suddenly. However, have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you're having, have a good one, and I will catch you later. Bye, everyone.